Welcome class. Here I am going to begin chapter 4 from the diary of Anne Frank from your First Light book. The story is written by Anne Frank, whose full name was Anneliese Marie Frank. She was born on 12th June 1929 in Frankfurt, Germany. She was a German-born diarist and writer. After the rise of Nazis in her homeland, her family had to migrate from Germany to Amsterdam. But again, when the World War II, it was at the height, the Germans occupied Netherlands. Again, the Jews were no longer safe in Amsterdam as well. When the persecution of the Jewish population continued to increase there, the Frank family was forced to move into hiding. But again, their group was betrayed there after hiding for 2 years and then transported to concentration camp in Bergen, where Annie and her elder sister Margaret died of typhus in the year 1945. Her father Otto was the only survivor in the family. She was one of the thousands of the Jewish children who were killed in the Holocaust. But she became the well-known name and one of the most discussed victims of the Holocaust after the publishment of her diary with the title The Diary of a Young Girl, which was published by her father after the couple of years of her death. Her diary is today one of the world's best known books and has been translated into several languages. It has been adapted into many plays and films all over the world. Before starting the chapter, I want to comment something more about this chapter. This excerpt, which is taken from her diary, it is actually the autobiography of the writer, which was first published in the year 1947. In this diary, she has expressed her thoughts, and this diary was gifted to her on her 13th birthday, and she has given it the name Kitty, and she considers Kitty to be her only true friend and companion. She has discussed and written in it all her childhood and adolescent details and lot of things which she had never told anyone else in her life. Let's start now chapter. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me, not only because I have never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Musings, that means thoughts or the reflections. So here Anne Frank shared her life experience. She said when she was gifted a diary by her father on her 13th birthday, she feels it strange and unusual to write her feelings and experiences in some diary because it was the first time she had to do so. She feels that in the future no one would be in reading about a young school-going girl's past, or she feels that maybe in the future she won't be herself interested in this old stuff. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. But the girl says that she discards these thoughts away and decides to write because she says that there were lot of thoughts which she were holding in her chest. She couldn't suppress them. She wants them to ride somewhere. And it is the well-known fact that writing one's thoughts is a therapy to release your thoughts. Thus, Annie also decides to write her thoughts in the diary. Next paragraph. Paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. Listless means lack of energy or interest. Here Annie explains that paper has much more capacity to absorb your thoughts or feelings than people, as people have very less level of the patience. But piece of paper, being non-living thing, could never refuse to absorb your thoughts and feeling inside it. She says that this realization came to her mind one day when she was feeling much depressed, sad, and confused as usual. She could not decide that day whether she had to go out or stay at home that moment. This finally stayed where I was brooding. Yes, paper doesn't have more patience, and since I'm not planning to let anyone else read this stiff backed notebook, grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference. Brooding means to think seriously. Step back, that means hard-covered notebook. Here the girl explains that being depressed and in deep thought, finally she decided to stay at home. And she again thought that paper had more patience and she had to write everything that was floating in her mind, because she didn't intend to make someone read it unless she would find a real friend. Here by real friend she meant a friend with whom she could share all her life secrets. Here the writer comes back to the point where she was thinking in the beginning to write this diary. She again explains the intention to write this diary entry. She says she is lonely and has no friend at all in her life. Let me put it more clearly, since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world, and I am not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. Here the girl keeps on explaining why she feels a need of a friend in her life. She thinks that no one in the world could believe that how a young girl of 13 years age is so alone, which practically she was not, because she has a loving family. Her loving parents, 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people in a family whom you can call her friends. She has loving aunts and good place to live in the life. We don't seem to be able to get any closer. That is a problem. Maybe it is my fault and we don't confide in each other. Here the girl explains, despite trying harder, she could not get closer to her so-called friends. Maybe it was her own mistake that she could not trust anyone or get closer to them, confide means trust or rely someone. In any case, that is just how things are, and unfortunately, they are not liable to change. Liable means likely. This is why I have started the diary. So here she explains that due to these current situation which she could not change herself, she feels the need to write her feelings in the diary. This is how she started writing her diary. To enhance the image of this long awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend, and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. Here the girl explains, usually when the people write diaries, they used to list down all the facts of their lives in the formal manner in the diaries, which she never intends to do so. But as she wants to intensify this diary to be her close friend, so she has to give the brief introduction of her life and her secrets in it, and she personify this diary to be a friend and give it name Kitty. No one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty if I were to plunge right in. Plunge means go into. She says she understood very well that except her, nobody was going to read her diary and her talks with her close friend, that is Kitty, her diary. I would better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. So, despite her dislike, she thinks to provide the brief sketch of her life in her diary. Next paragraph. My father, the most adorable father I've ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister Margot was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12 June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. Here Anne refers her father to be the most lovable father one could ever get. Her father married her mother when he was 36 years old and her mother was just 25. Further, Anne has written in her diary that her sister Margaret was born in 1926 and she on 12th June 1929 in Frankfurt in Germany. But their family stayed in Frankfurt till she turned to be 4 years of age. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. Emigrated means to leave one's own country to settle permanently in another country. So her father moved to Holland in the year 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, and thus her mother also followed her husband in September. While Margaret and I were sent to Ashen to stay with our grandmother. Here the girl informs when her parents were moved to Holland, both the sisters were sent to stay with their grandmother in Ashen. Margaret went to Holland in December. Then her sister went to Holland in December month, and I followed in February, and Annie had to follow her sister in the month of February. When I was flung down on the table as a birthday present for Margaret, she said she was sent there just like to be the birthday present for her sister Margaret in that month. Plunked down means to put down or thrown down. She said she was also sent there after her sister Margaret, just like to be the birthday present for her sister. I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. Here the girl informs that in Holland she was sent to Montessori nursery school, which was her first school of her life. She started from the first form and stayed till she turns to be of 6. In the 6th form, my teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, the headmistress. But in the 6th form, her teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, who was also the headmistress of the school. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. She says that she became so close to her headmistress, Mrs. Cuperus, that while the time of her departing from that school, she had a very heartbreaking farewell. That means they become so much emotional that they were both crying. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation. Further, she informs that in the summer season of 1941, a tragedy happened with her grandmother. She fell sick and had to undergo some operation. So my birthday passed with little celebration. Little means like nothing. And due to this reason, her birthday was not celebrated well that year. Grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. Here the girl informs, unfortunately, her grandmother left the world in January 1942. She says no one in this world knows how much she loves and misses her grandmother. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other intended, that means planned, and grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. Here the girl says her family wants to have the grand celebration of that year's birthday so that to make recovery of her missed birthday of many years. That's the reason, she explains, that to pay tribute to her loving grandmother, she lit the candle on her name along with burning the other candles on her birthday. The 4 of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of 20th June 1942. She says this is the reason after the departure of her grandmother, the rest survivors of her family, now they are doing quite well, and this is the reason she is writing her diary on this present date of 20th June 1942. And the solemn dedication of my diary. Solemn means sincere or serious. Dedication means commitment. So she says this is the reason again I am giving my sincere commitment and dedication to write on my diary.